Okay, here's a quick analysis of my race from the day before yesterday. I ran the Laurel Switchbackers 10K, which is a local event on the course of the Tussey Mountain Back Ultra Marathon, which is a quick ultra marathon going through dirt roads through the Tussey Mountains. This one in particular runs up the Laurel Run mountain, I guess, or hill, mountain, and then back. It takes about 5K to get up and 5K to get back. Day before this, I ran a time trial, a mile time trial on a flat surface for 9:46. Okay, so my mile paces. I went in hoping that I could at least. I didn't really know that it went up a hill, so I thought, oh, maybe this goes down. There's a road that is, undulating hills, but not like straight up a mountain, right? That I thought maybe it'd be on, but it ended up going up a different road, one that I had not thought, and straight up the side of a hill, right? With three switchbacks going back and forth. The first mile, 13:01. Even here, I was a little bit behind a pace I had gone in hoping. I hoped to be in the 12s, but not much. 13:01 was fine. This is also the start of the mountain, right? And then mile 2 and 3 are completely uphill, and I run 15:12 and 15:40 for those 2 miles. And mile 4 is where I finally get to turn around. Of course, the first point, maybe 1:4, 1:5, something like that. It's still uphill to the very tip, and then back down, and I'm really flying down here. I slowed down a little bit in mile 5. I could have kept pushing, but frankly, I felt like I was pushing a little bit too hard, and I didn't want to injure myself. Mile 6, I start revving it up again, even though it's less of an incline. So I'm pushing a little bit harder, getting into that finish, feeling myself able to finish strongly, 12:47. And then a final mile, interestingly, 9:50, right? This parallels what I was doing with the time trial. It says something about my training in that I need to train for speed regularly, and that I can recruit specifically that speed that I'm working from for a longer event. So my time on my watch was 1:25:34, and the official time taken by the event organizer was 1:25:31, which is 17th out of 18th. Elevation gains interesting, 746 feet. I shared 2 images right before this. The first just the elevation, the second one with the mile splits on them, which I thought looks interesting. So you can see how these line up with whether I'm running up or down. Okay, beautiful afternoon for a run. Nice day of work. Now I got 2 miles of recovery pace. I'm just gonna take it real easy. Watch my heart rate, keep it real low. Go a mile out, then head a mile back. So running, you really build speed and endurance in the rest between runs. It's the same for lifting weights. You build strength not on the days that you lift weights, But on the time between when your body recovers and puts on some muscle, same with running. This weekend was 2 big efforts. Friday I had my mile time trial. I pushed myself pretty hard on that. It was good. And then Saturday I ran that 10K. So that means I'll have 2 trial races, both of them more than a month out from the half marathon. I may still add another one in April, but maybe not. Maybe I'll just focus in on the training for the half. But there is I guess a bunny 5K on Easter that's locally that I never tried before. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know, we'll see. So I already mentioned it, I'm feeling good about being able to take the speed work that I'd done and apply it directly, right? That mile time trial, I put that exact speed into the last more than quarter mile of the 10K. After all that hard work getting up that mountain and back down, I was able to turn it on and use that. And I definitely don't want to lose that. Now, the other thing is I lost time on 2 of those mile splits because they're uphill. And I think that's not necessarily hill training, but I think that's weight, right? While I have lost, I went from 308 down to 271, right? I've lost some weight. I still have a lot of room to lose weight. And getting up those hills is not just about having the muscles, but also not having a lot of weight. So weight to strength ratio, I got good strength. I feel in my legs right now, but I need to take away some of the weight if I'm gonna really improve my time. If I had taken those 2, I could have cut 4 minutes off of my pace. Still would have finished second to last, but more comfortably. As it was, I passed the guy who ended up falling last, who was a guy I'd barely kept my eyes on throughout. Passed him at the end on the flats, right? And beat him by not too long. You can look at the thing, it's some seconds, it's not minutes. Whereas there's minutes between us and the third to last finisher. So yeah, I'm happy with how I'm developing using the speed work in this training plan. And we'll see how it works for the half marathon in Pittsburgh coming up. I suspect it will be a good thing as long as I keep away from injuries. There's 0.6, so another 0.4, and then I'm just turning around, heading on back, nice and easy. So lots of wisdom coming from my commenters, my subscribers here on YouTube. I'm so happy. Old-fashioned runner, pointing out that diversity is needed to run a good marathon. I'm finding that out. I found that out the hard way, but live and learn, right? Charles Sage, of course, has a great channel. Now 2 channels. Check out his running specific one. And I agree with him. His points that runners and cyclists benefit from doing those 2 activities. And then, of course, Eddie's given me a lot of wisdom recently too in the comments. Great stuff. So I'm trying to think of a question today. I don't have one. So, question of the day: what advice would you give me going forward at this point? I got more than a month to train for the Pittsburgh half. I'm having some success peppering in some speed work. Maybe I'm overdoing it. I don't know. Advice is welcome. Thank you.